Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
An actual descendant of Pocahontas just told the truth about Liz Warren and she hates it. President Donald Trump recently drew the ire of politically correct liberals when he said to Native Americans, "You were here long before any of us were here." Although we have a representative in Congress who, they say, was here a long time ago. They call her Pocahontas. Some liberals like Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren, who has falsely claimed to be Native American, claimed that the term Pocahontas was somehow an ethnic slur. However, an actual Native American who is a descendant of the real Pocahontas feels quite differently about the subject. Britain's Sky News interviewed Pocahontas descendant Behar of Porreco, who said that President Trump asked her personally if calling Massachusetts Senator Warren was offensive to her. Recounted Porreco, "I know that he uses Pocahontas sometimes with Elizabeth Warren. He said, 'Well, does that offend you when I use that?' And I told him no, it doesn't offend me." She also added, "If Pocahontas were alive today, she would be very proud of President Trump. Just like Pocahontas was a heroine, Donald Trump is going to be our hero." Porreco, who was used as the model for the Pocahontas character in the animated Disney movie, happens to live in Palm Beach near Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate and is herself a rags-to-riches American success story. Stated Debbie, "Sometimes when I'm dining at Mar-a-Lago, I think to myself, you've come a long way from that Indian reservation you started in. Pocahontas had dreams and went to England. My dreams brought me to Palm Beach." Are you glad Porreco set the record straight about this fake controversy? Breaking Black Lives Matter is plotting a Black Christmas to resist white _ The George Soros-funded, left-wing racist hate group Black Lives Matter has been working hard to spread fear and increase racial divisions in the United States during the presidency of Republican President Donald Trump. You would think that during Christmas and the rest of the holiday season, Black Lives Matter would finally take a temporary break with their hate-mongering and actually try to benefit from the spirit of the holidays by spending quality time with loved ones and feeling a rare sense of togetherness. Instead, the radical group has decided to ramp up their efforts and exploit and pervert the holiday to push their racist, anti-white agency. They clearly take the term White Christmas a little bit too seriously. Led by their chapter in the liberal bastion of Los Angeles, California, Black Lives Matter has announced that they want to celebrate Black Christmas this year. Said a statement on the website they created for the occasion, "We're creating a hashtag Black Xmas." They then ordered their followers, "No spending with white corporations November 24, 2017 to January 1, 2018 hashtag divest from white corporations. Hashtag invest in Black community. If you must buy, hashtag buy Black." The group concluded, "Ridiculously, Donald Trump embodies white capitalism. If you are anti-Trump, you should hold back your resources from him and the like. Do you oppose this kind of blatant hatred spreading and racism?" Lib magazine just named 4 reasons why Hillary should run again in 2020, you'll throw up. Proof that liberals are stupid can be found in the fact that Hillary Clinton was even pushed to be the Democrats' presidential nominee in 2016. After all, 8 years earlier she was supposed to win it all and she didn't even make it out of the primaries, losing to a candidate in Barack Obama that few people had even heard of a few months prior. Instead of learning from their mistake and acknowledging that Hillary was proven to be an unpopular dud candidate, the Democrats forced Hillary on the American population anyway, and American voters spoke loud and clear by rejecting her. Crazily, liberals are now talking about running this two-time loser as a candidate again in 2020. Liberal publication Salon just put out an article titled "The Case for Hillary Clinton 2020" where they claimed that there are still 4 great reasons to consider choosing her as the Democratic nominee in 2020. The first reason is laughable. Claimed the liberal writer. 1. Hillary Clinton is the Winston Churchill to Vladimir Putin's Adolf Hitler. They next said, stupidly, 2. Hillary Clinton being elected president, at last, would monumentally piss off misogynistic trolls, and what's not to like about that? Then they seem to forget that Hillary lost the Electoral College vote by a substantial margin, and stated, 3. By winning the popular vote convincingly in 2016, Hillary Clinton has earned the right to be considered the presumptive nominee in 2020. Finally, in the most hilarious reason of all, they concluded, 4. We can expect her to be a good president. Do you think that Hillary should run again in 2020, just so she can lose again? Rand Paul finally broke his silence about his attack. What he said is puzzling. What actually happened to prompt the attack that left Republican Senator Rand Paul with 6 broken ribs and fluid in his lungs remains a mystery. The Kentucky-based lawmaker has been oddly cagey about what set his neighbor Arne Boucher off to do such a thing to him. Senator Paul recently shared for the first time his own take about what happened that day. Stated Rand, I was working in my yard with my earmuffs on to protect my hearing from the mower, and I had gotten off the mower, facing downhill, and the attacker came running full blown. Paul added, in his first on-camera interview since the incident, I never saw him, I never had conversation, in fact the weird thing is I haven't talked to him in 10 years. The senator went on, after my ribs were broken then he said things to me to try to indicate why he was unhappy, but I guess to me the bottom line is it isn't so important. If someone mugs you, is it really justified for any reason? Paul then said about his 59-year-old neighbor Arne Boucher, who claimed assaulting the senator had nothing to do with politics, you don't really know what's in someone's mind, but for the most part the real question should be, are you allowed to attack someone from behind in their yard when out there mowing their grass? Even if you dislike something about their yard. Do you think Rand Paul is telling the full truth, or is he hiding something? Joy Behar again says Hillary won the election. Meghan McCain shuts her up with brutal takedown. It is beyond pathetic how, at this point, Democrats still cannot accept the fact that outsider Donald Trump is our president and has been so for nearly a year now. Another sad example of this occurred recently when Joy Behar on The View still falsely claimed that Hillary Clinton actually won the 2016 election. Said co-host Whoopi Goldberg in a discussion about an interview Senator John McCain recently gave, "We love John McCain. We do. He sat down for an interview with Esquire and he would like Hillary Clinton to hush because he says he felt it was a mistake for her to write a book so soon after she lost, and that he learned after his loss that the hardest thing to do is just shut up." Responded Behar, delusionally, "With all due respect to your father and to whom I like very much, I think he's wrong. I think a woman's place is in the resistance. The woman won the election." When another co-host pushed back, Behar reiterated, "But she did win and I won't give that up." Conservative Meghan McCain then said bluntly, "She didn't win." Responded Joy, "She did win." That's when Meghan dug in at Behar, saying, "But we don't elect presidents of America on the popular vote. Does that make you feel good at night like when you're so angry about Trump? Does that make you feel better? Because if I were you it would not make me feel better." Replied Joy, "No, it doesn't." McCain went on, "The Electoral College you live and die by, and I will say losing the presidency is a unique experience." Joy then claimed, "I know my civics, Meghan." McCain then blasted Behar, stating, "Because you've experienced losing running for president. You know what it feels like on election night, Joy? And I've been there on election nights for other candidates who haven't won, and it's deeply sad. On election night we prayed and my father told me to buck up. And we as a family recognized President Barack Obama as the phenomenon that he was. And whether or not you like it, President Trump is a populist phenomenon in a completely different way, and I think if I were you and I'm part of the resistance, I would look forward to new leadership." Are you glad Meghan shut deluded Joy up?